Hi everyone, and welcome to Back There, our special podcast series all about developing emotional intelligence. I'm Alex, and alongside me is my wonderful co-host, Emma. Today, we're going to dive into how recognizing and managing our emotions can help us feel more balanced, more confident, and less anxious in our daily lives. Hi everyone, I'm Emma. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. In each show, we keep things simple and clear, perfect for beginners learning English. Today, we'll focus on some key emotion adjectives like anxious, confident, and frustrated, and we'll talk about how to recognize and manage those feelings. Understanding emotional intelligence first, let's talk about what emotional intelligence really means. Emotional intelligence, or EQ, is our ability to understand and handle our own feelings, as well as understand the feelings of other people. It's like having a map inside your mind that shows you where your emotions are and how they move. When you can read your emotional map, you can navigate life more easily. Exactly. Think about a time when you felt really anxious, maybe before an exam or job interview. If you can name that feeling, I feel anxious, then you're already using emotional intelligence. Naming your emotion helps you control it instead of letting anxiety control you. You become the driver of your emotions. That's a great example. And being aware of your emotions, it's more than just naming them. You start to see patterns. Maybe you always feel frustrated when you're stuck in traffic, or feel confident after you finish a workout. These patterns give you clues about what makes you feel good or what triggers you. Recognizing your emotions. So how can we get better at recognizing our emotions? One simple step is to pause for a moment and check in with your body. Ask yourself, what do I feel right now? You might notice your heart beating fast or your shoulders tensing up. Those physical signals often map specific emotions. Yes, our body is like an emotional dashboard. If your chest feels tight, you might be anxious or nervous. If your muscles feel relaxed, you might be calm or content. It helps to keep an emotion diary. At the end of the day, write down 3 emotions you felt and describe what happened. For instance, I felt frustrated when I couldn't solve a math problem. I felt confident when I gave a short presentation. I felt anxious while waiting for the phone call. Yes, a diary is great practice. It only takes a few minutes, but over time, you'll see clear patterns. Don't worry about writing long entries, just a few words will do. And you'll learn more English emotion adjectives too. Managing your emotions, frustration, anxiety, confidence. Once we can recognize our emotions, the next step is learning to manage them. Let's talk about that. Say you feel frustrated because your computer crashed while you were working. What can you do? A good first move is to breathe deeply. Breathing slowly and deeply for a minute can help your mind and body calm down. You might think, I'm feeling frustrated, and that's okay. I can take a deep breath and try again. This simple step can stop frustration from becoming anger or panic. Another strategy is to reframe your thoughts. If you feel anxious about meeting new people, you could say to yourself, meeting someone new is a chance to learn something interesting. Changing the story, your mind can change how you feel. It's like switching from I'm anxious to I'm curious. Exactly. Reframing words is powerful. Instead of focusing on frustration, think about challenge. Instead of feeling anxious, think about excited. Try swapping one adjective for another and notice how your mood shifts. Let's explore the adjective confident. Confidence is the belief in your own abilities. How can we build that? A simple way is to set small, achievable goals. If you're learning English, maybe decide to learn 3 new words each day. When you do that, you feel confident because you see progress. After a week, you've learned 21 words. That feeling grows, and soon you might learn 5 or 10 words a day, right? Celebrating small wins makes you more confident, and don't forget positive self-talk. Instead of saying, I'm not good at this, tell yourself, I can improve with practice. When you repeat positive phrases, your brain starts to believe them. And practice makes perfect. The more you speak, read, and listen in English, the more confident you'll become. It's okay to make mistakes. That's how we learn. Now, frustration. It's very common when things don't go as planned. How do we handle it? When you feel frustrated, try taking a break. Step away from the problem for a few minutes Do something fun or relaxing. Maybe listen to music, stretch, or take a short walk. Giving your mind a rest often helps you come back with fresh ideas. Another tip is to break big tasks into smaller steps. If you're frustrated by a long writing assignment, focus on writing just one paragraph first. Then take a short break, celebrate that paragraph before moving on to the next. Small steps reduce the chance of feeling overwhelmed, and don't be hard on yourself. Frustration doesn't mean you're bad at something. It just means you're learning. Remind yourself, everyone faces challenges. I can face this. Next, let's address anxiety. Anxiety is a feeling of worrying or fear about something that might happen. It can be mild or very strong. What are some ways to cope? First, accept that feeling anxious is normal. We all feel anxious sometimes. If you feel anxious before a test, remind yourself, my anxiety means I care about doing well. Then focus on preparation, review your notes, practice, and trust that your work will pay off. Also, talking about your anxiety helps. You could say, I feel anxious about tomorrow's meeting. Sharing your feelings with a friend or mentor can make you feel supported. Often other people have felt the same way and can give you tips. Don't forget relaxation techniques. Progressive muscle relaxation, tensing and then releasing each muscle group can ease physical tension and reduce anxiety. Even just 5 minutes can help you feel calmer. Empathy and understanding others' emotions. Part 2. We've covered a lot so far. Recognizing emotions, managing frustration, building confidence, and coping with anxiety. In Part 2, we'll explore empathy, understanding others' emotions, and share some real-life stories and exercises to practice every day. That's right, if you're enjoying this episode, please like, subscribe, and leave us a comment with the emotion adjective that describes you today. Are you feeling happy, proud, or maybe a bit nervous? Let us know. Thanks for listening, and stay tuned. Part 2 is coming up next, where we'll keep the conversation going, share more tips, and practice new emotion words. We'll see you soon. Hey Alex, welcome back. In Part 1, we shared strategies for recognizing emotions like anxious, confident, and frustrated, and practiced managing them with breathing, reframing, and small steps. Now let's shift our focus outward. How to understand other people's feelings, what we call empathy, and how that helps our relationships and communication. Absolutely. Empathy is a key part of emotional intelligence. While self-awareness is about looking inward, empathy is about tuning into other people's emotional states. It's like picking up on the tone of their voice or the expression on their face and saying to yourself, she seems sad, or he looks excited. Recognizing those clues helps us respond in a caring, supportive way. Empathy means putting yourself in someone else's shoes. Imagine your friend is frustrated because they failed a test. If you can say, I understand you feel disappointed, and I'm here to help, you're showing empathy. It helps your friend feel heard and less alone. Practicing empathy, yes, and use active listening techniques. Paraphrase what they say, so you're feeling anxious about your job interview next week. That simple question shows you're truly paying attention and gives them a chance to clarify. It also helps you practice key emotion adjectives. Exactly. And be patient, pause before you respond. A short silence can give the speaker space to think and show that you're listening carefully. It's okay to say, tell me more, or how did that make you feel? These prompts encourage them to open up. After listening and paraphrasing, respond with empathy. You might say, I can see why you feel frustrated when that happens. It sounds difficult. Using the emotion adjective they used, like frustrated, shows you're tuned into their feelings, and avoid judgment. Instead of saying, you shouldn't feel that way, you can say, it makes sense you feel that way given the situation. This acceptance helps the other person feel validated. Stories are powerful for building empathy because they let us experience others' viewpoints. Let's try a short exercise. I'll share a scenario and Emma, you'll tell me how you think the person feels. Great, I'm ready. Scenario: Maria spent weeks preparing a presentation. On the day of the event, the projector failed and she couldn't show her slides. She had to speak without them. How do you think Maria felt? I think Maria felt anxious when she saw the projector fail. Her heart probably raced. Then she felt frustrated because her hard work didn't pay off the way she hoped. She might also feel embarrassed in front of the audience. To help Maria, I'd say, I understand how anxious and frustrated you must feel. You did your best, and sometimes technology fails. You handled it bravely. Perfect. You used emotion adjectives and offered support. That's empathy in action. Another way to practice is role-playing with a friend. Take turns sharing a small problem, like a lost book or a missed call. The listener practices active listening, paraphrasing, and empathetic responses. Then switch roles. It's fun, simple, and it builds both English and emotional skills. Yes, and you can record your role plays to see how many emotion adjectives you use and how well you respond. Over time, you'll notice which phrases feel natural and which need practice. Expanding emotional vocabulary and daily check-ins. We've been using anxious, confident, frustrated, sad, and embarrassed. Let's add a few more common adjectives: happy, excited, disappointed, proud, and nervous. Each day pick one new adjective, learn its meaning, pronunciation, and use it in sentences. Today, I feel proud because I finished my book. My sister was disappointed when it rained on her picnic. I'm excited about my vacation next week. My brother was nervous before his soccer match. By using these adjectives often, writing them, saying them, and recognizing them, you'll build a stronger emotional vocabulary. That makes it easier to identify your own feelings and empathize with others. Let's talk about a daily emotional check-in exercise you can do in the morning and evening. It takes just 2 minutes. Morning. Ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? Choose one adjective, like happy or nervous. Think about why you feel that way. Evening. Reflect on your day. Write down one moment you felt confident and one moment you felt anxious. Celebrate the confident moment and brainstorm one way to manage anxiety next time. This exercise increases self-awareness and helps you spot patterns. You'll notice what situations boost your confidence and what triggers anxiety or frustration. Over weeks, you'll become more skilled at managing your emotions. Real-life scenario practice and tips for English learners. Let's practice a real-life scenario. You're at work or school, and you feel frustrated because a team member didn't do their part. What can you do? Step 1. Pause and name the emotion. I feel frustrated. Step 2. Breathe deeply for a few seconds. Step 3. Reframe. Maybe they had a busy day. I can ask how they're doing. Step 4. Use empathetic communication. I noticed the report wasn't ready. Are you okay? Can I help? This approach combines self-management, naming, breathing, reframing with social skills, empathy, clear communication. You address your frustration without blame and open the door for teamwork. Because we're learning English, let's practice emotion adjectives and common phrases. I'm feeling a bit nervous about the exam. She sounded so excited on the phone. They were disappointed with the service. He seems confident in his new job. Try to sprinkle these into daily conversations or journal entries. It'll feel more natural over time. And when you listen to English media podcasts, music, TV shows, notice how speakers use emotion words. Pause and repeat the sentences. Imitating their intonation and context helps you remember. Some learners struggle with expressing emotions in English because they worry about mistakes. My tip: start simple. Use short sentences. I feel anxious. I'm proud. Then gradually build complexity. I felt frustrated when the bus was late, but I managed by reading a book. Another challenge is cultural differences. Some cultures encourage expressing emotions openly, others value restraint. It's okay to adjust based on your comfort level. The goal is to be honest but respectful. Conclusion and next steps. If you found today's tips helpful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next episode, where we'll explore advanced techniques for emotion regulation, such as mindfulness, meditation, and cognitive restructuring. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. Share one emotion adjective you learned today and how you used it. Maybe you practiced empathy with a friend or did the daily check-in exercise. Let us know. Thank you for joining us on Emotion in Motion. We hope these strategies help you recognize and manage your emotions, connect with others, and improve your English skills at the same time. See you next time. Keep practicing, stay curious, and remember, understanding your emotions is a journey, not a destination. Bye for now.